Hello, my name is Ollie Furnival. Welcome to my teaching and learning activity video. Here's some information on how to get in touch with me. Please subscribe to this video channel on YouTube, Teaching and Learning. If you subscribe, every new video I make will come straight to you. If you have any questions about this video, please email me, oliverfurnival@gmail.com, and on Twitter @IBcoordinator_. This video is on an activity called an Envoy activity. Again, this is a very interactive activity where all students in the class are taking part. It's an activity that I've used in the International Baccalaureate NYP level and at DP level, and also in the UK curriculum at Key Stage 3 and GCSE Key Stage 4. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is talk you through an Envoy activity based on Model United Nations preparation activity. What I'd like to make clear is that this is very versatile, so even though I'm using this for the United Nations, this can be done really right across the different subjects studied in school. Okay, so this starts then, if you look here, what I do in this activity is students are put into groups, and as you can see that this is like an end of unit activity where we're going to be holding a United Nations General Assembly debate, and you make it clear to the students that for this activity they've got to create solutions to a problem, and they will later on be debated in a mock Model United Nations. And each group here is going to give a presentation, and you give them a choice here. I mean, up to you as a teacher, but I'm happy with my class to do this as a poster, a Prezi, a video or PowerPoint. It depends on how you want it to go. It's nice to give the students some choice in the matter. And then the key word here is that one person in this group is going to be the envoy. And that envoy student is going to go and visit other group presentations, find information, and then relay that information back to their other members in his or her group. The other members in his or her group are the ones who are going to be presenting their findings. So, you give the team, you give the group a letter, A to D, or however many in your class. You make them choose their envoy. I say make them choose. It could be that you do it, looking to build someone's skills of communication, or it could be that as you go throughout the year, different students have that responsibility. And then, just very basics, this is a challenge they're facing, and they've got to choose the format. So if you come here, let's look here then. We've got Group A. So Group A, the challenge is global warming. They've got to find an example of global warming and find a solution to that. So as a group, I've got 4 students here in Group A, student A, B, C, D. Their first job is to create a presentation on that. And as you can see, if you open up to the wider classroom, I've got Group B here focusing on fossil fuels causing pollution and the fact they're running out. I've got Group C looking at LEDs owing a lot of debt, which is keeping them in poverty. And I've got Group D, which is global companies employing workers in sweatshops. So every group now is working, and just for the sake of this video, I've got 4 groups, each with 4 students in. So they're all working now on creating a presentation, an example of an international company using workers in sweatshops, and then they've got to find a solution to it. So give the amount of time you need to for that. And then what happens is this: you're going to get each group or you to decide who becomes the envoy for that group. So here's what's going to happen. So here I am in Group A. So I've got student A, B, C, D, and over however many lessons you've given them to prepare, they may have their video ready, they may have done a poster, they may have created leaflets, and what they're going to do is they're going to create a presentation, okay? There's 4 students here, 3 of them are going to create a presentation, and 1 student becomes the envoy, okay? So let's randomly say that in Group A, student B is my envoy, okay? So, what happens is, student B, the presentations then start, student B leaves Group A, and student B goes over here, and as an envoy, student B is then going to listen to the presentation from Group B, and then have the handout from Group B, and student B must make notes on the example and solution that Group B have found from about fossil fuels running out and causing pollution. So, this person, the envoy from Group A, has left Group A and gone to another group. Now, from Group C and D, they will also send an envoy over to Group B, and the 3 in Group B will present to the envoys. Because remember, one person from Group B, let's say student D in Group B, is their envoy. Well, student D's gone off, and student D's gone off to other groups to find information. So you can do this 2 ways. As the envoy student B, okay, from Group A, I've gone to Group B and I've listened. Now what I could do then is I could then move on to Group C and Group D as the envoy and find information. Or what I could do is that could be my envoy job done. I could then, okay, I found the information on fossil fuels. I then go back to my group there, and what could happen then is we could say, okay, Group Student C, you're now the envoy, go to Group C and find out their information. So I could do that way as well. Otherwise, let's stick with the first way. What happens is you've got all these presentations going on at once. You've got your 3 students there presenting to people from all around the class. They're moving around, going whichever direction they like. And me as the envoy, I've gone off. I found this information. Fantastic. I'm now the envoy. I've got to go and find information from Group C. I listen to their presentation, okay? And then I go to Group D, to their presentation. And then what happens is I go back to my group. Everyone goes back to their original groups. I've now got my original 3 students in my group who've not left this group, but they don't know anything about Group B's work on fossil fuels. So what I do now is I now report back to my Group A colleagues, and I get them, I speak it out. It's not just simply come back and okay, copy what I found. There's not really much point in that. I'm now a leader, I'm now a teacher, I've gone off, I've learnt, I've listened, I've used listening skills, I've communicated with other groups, I've come back, and now I'm leading my group. So I can do it that way. But as I said, what I could also do is after I've gone to one group, I come back, and almost like a tag team, I send student A off now, off you go, an envoy. So what's happening then is you've got students moving around the classroom, all with their responsibility to their group to find information from other group presentations, okay? So, another way you could do this is, 2 ways you could do this. You could have the 3 people here left behind, the group presenters, who are talking to the group, or as each group presenter, student C, I could take another visitor on their own and have a one-on-one talk with the information, okay? So I can present that as a group, or we can go one-on-one off. Now that really depends on the speed of the presentations and the timing of people coming to and through. If you do it where they go one-on-one off, so, someone's visited from Group C, okay, student D will talk to that envoy there. That allows you to have more flexibility, and that allows people to move at their own pace. So, just to summarise then, the point of the envoy is that a group finds the information, and then we have a person or people who then go off to find information from other groups, okay? So, first of all, we're working together as a group, then I am taking off as an envoy, and I'm finding information, I'm communicating with others. I have the responsibility, therefore, to find the other information, to come back to my class, to my group mates, and explain that information. And that allows me, as the envoy, to listen and to speak to many other people around the room. The people in the original group are becoming experts because it might be the 3 or 4 times that they're talking to different people with different abilities and different ways of learning about the same information. So here, my global warming example here, then I'm becoming quite an expert on that. So what happens at the very end then is that all groups will have the information, firstly of course on their own, but then of the other 3 groups in class. And what you do with that, then you can lead it on to a debate on each of the 4, and therefore it's an informed debate because every student now has got information from all 4, and the debate could of course go on in the next class. Okay, I hope that's clearly explained. If not, please email me, as I said, oliverfurnival@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.